Ah, there we go. That was awkward. It's like I couldn't connect properly last time. There. Still setting up, guys. Give me a second. Still setting up here. All right. Okay. Is it working? Am I being heard? Yada yada yada. Is it working? Yeah, it is. Alright. So far only one viewer, which is probably me. Setting up the chat window on my screen, and there we go. Alright. We're ready to start. What's up, guys? The Cubelit Solar here, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair. As you may know, two people got murdered. Poor Ibuki and Hiyoko got murdered by the same person. Who could it be? What happened in the hospital? What happened in the music venue? What was this really part of the imitation? Who knows? But we'll find out soon enough. So, let's find out. Let us start the trial right now. Alright, if I recall, we got a new skill from Mikan. Great Panta, welcome to the stream. You're the first to arrive. Let's see. There we go, silent massage. The focus gauge recovers at a faster rate. Yes, please. Alright then. Let's review about all of our evidence. The Monokuma file, which there is no specific time of death. The blood on the soles, rope used for hanging, a motel room key, a scrap of thick paper, the music venue curtain, the stepladder with bloodstains, candle, the surveillance camera unit that's completely wrecked, the AC temperature, which is too hot, smudged on the floor, which looks like someone wiped the blood stain. A semi-transparent glob, which I don't know where it come from. There's Mikan's account, surveillance monitor, Fuyuhiko's account, Sonia's account, the movie invitation ticket, Monokuma's account, and the movie. Not much evidence to go for, so this might be a bit of a tough one. But we'll see. Let's do this. Let the class trial begin. Time to find out who killed Ibuki and Hiyoko.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
Alright then.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
That's
if
right.
you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh well, who cares about this boring explanation? Let's get on with it already!
If you didn't care, then you could have skipped it.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out. You know, because I was asleep the whole time.
Even if you do
really?
grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
True that.
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Hey!
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that? Listen up. The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Okay. I'm doing fine, but you don't need to use the caps so much. Also, try not to use too many caps locks.
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments.
That's true. We better explain what happened.
Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease.
Yep.
The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
Yep.
The other 5 in the motel team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hiyoko.
Alright then.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened.
Yep.
Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery,
Yep.
I made Mikan rest in the on-call room, since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then,
During that time?
I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was
What seemed like Ibuki about to hang herself.
a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story! And then what did you do, Hajime?
Jeez, Nagito.
I tried to
You're way
stop
too
them,
cheery.
of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late.
Yep. Ibuki was hanged herself, from
By
what
the
it
time I
seems.
arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling. I thought I should tell the others right
Thomas.
away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
True
At
that.
least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met up with Mikan and Fuyuhiko.
True that.
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I pled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
Various ways?
Various ways?
What kind of various ways are you talking about?
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag.
Yep.
So I immediately led them to the music venue.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door.
And that's when we found
And when
Hiyoko's
that
body.
happened, we didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hiyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
How is it even possible?
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not
once, but
twice
twice.
in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
Yep.
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was
Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
You understood way too
Well, it's clear
much.
what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Oh, come on.
Sorry, I'm only being impartial right now.
Really, Nagito?
The story I just heard is clearly suspicious.
Of course you would go starting confusing people.
Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video, and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Oh, come on, really?
Do you doubt me?
If you're not lying, I would like you to prove it. Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Jeez. Exactly. Nagito's confusing everybody with his things. Okay, motel room key, surveillance camera, unit surveillance monitor, movie invitation ticket. Alright, let's see.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
No, I don't believe it.
Deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously,
Not?
because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
Hang on.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Hello? We haven't seen the movie. Up until after the murder.
Is clearly suspicious.
The movie invitation ticket.
Testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
Hang on.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime's the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
No, he did not.
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie. No, that's wrong.
We haven't seen the movie until after the murder took place.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
Of course he's confusing everybody.
Before the incident, Hajime had never watched that movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Yes, no mistakes there.
Jeez.
Which means there's no way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
Not even you, Nagito. You said it was boring.
Hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Exactly.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up?
What
This
warm-up?
isn't a game, you know.
Exactly.
Don't get mad. I just think warming up is really important. Especially since this isn't a game.
Jeez.
What a waste of time.
Exactly.
Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway. Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
Right. Okay.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it! Ibuki committed suicide!
If Ibuki committed suicide,
Then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide. Ain't possible, huh?
Like I
That's
said
true.
before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
About 10 minutes, I
Couldn't have
guess.
been gone for more than 10 minutes.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes? There's no way that's possible.
Exactly. It sounds so strange.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean, a closed room?
The killer blocked the venue door from the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right?
That is true.
If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
Is that even possible?
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two! Sonia and Kazuichi!
Really? Really, Fuyuhiko?
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together.
True.
Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that.
True.
And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Nekomaru.
True that. Really? Really, Monokuma? Why are you imitating that guy?
Hey! Why are you talking like... Huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Agreed. White people love this guy Nagito? I don't know.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
Fuyuhiko's got a point, but still.
Way of backing us into a wall. Is this his professional skill?
Fuyuhiko thinks so, but is that really it? Alright, let's hear it. Hotel room key, thickest strip paper, semi-transparent glove. I think the glove is part of it.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have had a lock.
That is true.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door.
True.
By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
I think they locked the door from the inside, because maybe the killer didn't wait inside. Maybe they used the glove as a way to lock it.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door? That door should not have...
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken...
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding it waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they look like they had just rushed...
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Alright, let's try this again.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
He didn't lock the door from the inside. From what I can assume, they used the glove to make it look like a lock.
There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside? How?
There was a semi-transparent glove stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
That's the only explanation.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
Probably glue.
I see!
That's the only explanation.
That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth.
Seriously?
Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
But why did you put it in your mouth?
I didn't know glue was edible.
It's not.
I believe it is not something one typically eats.
Exactly.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, they must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
Yep.
And thanks to that, a glob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so?
Yeah, it kind of feels
so
obvious.
That it makes more sense to think the killer placed it as a diversion.
Are you
I
saying
could explain
the
it.
drumstick was a trap the killer set on purpose? Then I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia. And me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
Really?
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
That seems way too quick.
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, They must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
True.
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time, when Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Oh.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
Scrap of paper?
Scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
The one the hamsters brought back?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
I think I recall. I think it was from the wallpaper. Oh, is it? Oh boy. Hangman's Gambit. Alright. Let's see if we can get a W. Could you be a little quicker? I don't need the W anymore. 88. Need one L. Alright. Need another. Jesus! It's hard to keep up with these things. Darn it! I hate this Hangman's Gambit. Darn it! Shoot! This is going way too fast. Here's the art. I hate this. I hate the Hangman's Gambit of this game. Such a pain.
That scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room?
That's the only thing that makes
In the
sense.
music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap.
Yep.
There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
You're right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
I see. So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hiyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
Can we actually figure this out? Is it connected to the sun? Wait a minute. Hold on. I have a feeling. Okay, logic drive. Here we go. If I recall, I have to accelerate. This is the brake. Okay. And the jump is... Alright, got it. I have to admit, this is actually a fun one. In my opinion, that is. Easy there. You go, Hajime. Alright, slow down. Question. Why did Hiyoko's body suddenly appear in the crime scene? It was hidden? Could it be that the wallpaper was hiding Hiyoko's body? If that's the case, Hiyoko's body was hidden the moment we found Ibuki's body. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense, right? Alright, question 2. What did the killer use to hide their body? They used the wallpaper around the pillar. That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright. There's yet another question coming up. Well, this is a little tight, but I can do this. Whoa! Oh, shoot! That's the first time I actually fell. Okay. There we go. Alright, final question. How did the killer hide the body with the high paper? They covered the pillar. That's the only thing that makes sense. Alright. There we go. Now it makes sense. Okay then. Oh, Ratsy-chan, Cliff Chris Thomas, Alex Drozenko, Great Panta, Adam M, Suffer Edwards, and Great Panta. Welcome to the stream.
It's all coming together.
I like to do some shoutouts.
Got it. Hiyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
Exactly.
What? They hid the pillar?
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
So when I first discovered Ibuki's body,
hold on, let's compare the
body
pillar
was
back then.
there.
Hold on, let's compare this. It looks larger. Yeah,
However,
I'm right.
because it was concealed within a slightly larger pillar, I didn't realize that at the time.
No one would.
Well, that's understandable. I mean, it makes sense that you'd notice Ibuki's body right away.
Wow.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
Is it really how it's pronounced? Saphir Edwards? Let's see, alright.
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle around the pillar, so using it to hang the wallpaper totally fits.
True that.
Then, the reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that killer.
Exactly.
That's how they hid Hiyoko's body, and then peeled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper. And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. If their plan took too long, Hajime could have walked in on it.
But going to the trouble of hiding the body and the pillar is very bold and risky.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
That's true.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
Imitation murders?
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you kidding me? You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Hey, don't put my likeness in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie. Not just
and
that,
Hiyoko.
but Hiyoko getting taped up after her death matches the lion's death.
Yep.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
But why did the killer go to all
true.
this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
Oh? To hide the weapon, to let their accomplice escape because of to mix up the killing order.
I see! The reason the killer imitated two of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
So it would make it seem like Ibuki was killed
Then
first.
Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
That would actually make sense.
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean?
Huh?
If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
All right.
I'm not even crying.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
Calm down, D Gundam.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki
What is
died
going
because
on
she hanged
here?
herself, right? That
Yeah.
means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How light. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather. Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
What is going on here?
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost,
All right.
you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko was killed.
Yes.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
Puffy
It
cheeks.
seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Wow, Gundam is really doubting
You're
Chiaki.
one to talk.
Yeah, exactly. We're just talking in circles. If I recall, there's blood stains on the inside of the the blood on the soles. That's the one. Here we go.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
Yeah.
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
I think we have to agree
Even any
with Sonia.
footprints at the crime scene?
Maybe her feet were on the floor.
Let's see, right?
But she was like sitting or something. So instead, there'd be a mark on her ass.
Really?
Weak, 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 I say!
The hell?
It doesn't even pierce my heart!
It's the blood on the soles. So I think we have to agree with Sonia.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
I am telling you to present your evidence!
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor,
Yeah.
was there any sign she stepped on something?
There we go.
I agree with that.
Consent. There we go.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then
Yep.
it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
True that.
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded.
Yep.
Which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye!
Evil. Okay, we're doing this to Gundam now.
Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know.
Oh my god.
You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It
Okay,
seems
this is
you've
gonna be
realized
fun.
our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
Oh, this should be fun. Alright then. Let's have our rebuttal, Gundam. Okay, if the smudge on the floor.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Oh, I think that's the one.
Can't step on blood that was never there. Just about one. Did you see a nice nightmare?
I can't back down!
Alright. think that was it, but let's hear it.
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hiyoko's.
Yep.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, but it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel it's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
What the hell?
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it.
I think we need to get back.
However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet.
Yeah, we need to get back on the previous statement.
It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Yeah.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes, but it's possible.
You have to get pushed back on purpose.
It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my...
Damn it!
Okay.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belong... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
There was.
Allow me to cut through those words.
There's a smudge on it. There we go.
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes,
There is
I
proof.
do. If you look closely, there's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hiyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but...
Not
Ibuki
properly.
must have already stepped in it.
Yep.
And the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right?
Yeah, that's the only explanation.
Even if they're able to hide Hiyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Yep.
Hiyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding.
Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating. So I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mika,
Mika's right.
none of us were aware of that fact. So the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikan's autopsy?
That's right!
That's
I
true.
know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep.
Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided.
Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now. Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Agreed.
Wait a sec.
Huh?
There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time, too?
Hey,
It did.
if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Huh, what if they
Same
did
as
commit
always,
suicide?
you have to vote for who the killer is.
So in other words...
Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself.
So we have to vote for Ibuki.
Unfortunately, that means there's no Blackened to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Why me?
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hiyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hiyoko, and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
He has a point.
It's totally
but
impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right?
Huh, Chiaki's right.
After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hiyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
That is true.
Then she was alive!
What?
When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself.
Yeah.
Remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
Yep.
I see. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
She's not Nagito.
There's still one more issue on my mind.
What is it?
If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh? What do you mean, what was that video?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then
Yeah.
does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
Or they took advantage of her despair disease.
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something.
What? Like
so
what?
Maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So,
An alibi.
Then our plan is to destroy the weakest alibi. Since Hajime has seen the video, it is clear what time the crime took place.
Yep.
But just to be sure,
The surveillance camera doesn't have a record
function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
So it wasn't a recording.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
That's the only explanation.
What time did Hajime see that video?
It was a little before the morning
I saw it at the
announcement, I
hospital,
think.
right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just
true.
have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Wow. Sonia's really being the princess here. Alright, let's... I need to review the accounts.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
Hang on. Let me hear all the accounts. Because I need to a reminder. Right up to the moment, Mika was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. Okay, that's one. Fuyuhiko's account. After Fuyuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital, they split up and searched for Ibuki. They checked the movie theater and electric avenue, but they didn't find anyone. Apparently Fuyuhiko and Mikan were only separated for a short time. Hello. Okay, let's hear Sonia's. Started the kimono, but... Oh, that's when Sonia appeared to tell her here. Monokuma's tote bag movie theater. No. I think Fuyuhiko's account sounds something.
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement,
Let's hear it.
I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
Hang
What
on.
about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Hang on.
Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
I think Fuyuhiko's account has to be in play here.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Hang on.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
That was fast. Wait, Mikan's account? Hang on. Why Mikan's account?
can
Okay.
exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
So I have to present Mikan's
And what
accounts
about
and not
the
Fuyuhiko's?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be. My own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Alright.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then...
It is
No,
Mikan's
that's
account.
wrong.
Thanks, Killua. Her alibi doesn't have... Let's hear it.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
You two
Okay.
have alibis?
Up
Yep.
until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime.
Do you have to remind me, Mikan?
Too much info.
Yeah, it's not like that. She just came to tell me Nagato's condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get
Yep.
it. You guys have alibis.
If that's the case, the killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer
Alright.
decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
Yep.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner instead.
True.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was?
Huh? What do you mean?
Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was
There was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
A different reason? Who's and what kind of trap is it? Whoa, we're at the end of part 1 already? Okay, that was pretty fast.
Hiya!
Why, hello there, Monami. The moss balls sure look tasty today.
Stop it!
Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. What's that? Now then, Monami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is gonna give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a red-headed stepchild who's bossed. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. And then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best.
What a disappointment!
Who are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. Jeez. That's weird. Alright then. Let's get back to it. Let's resume.
I'm Monami. Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No!
Who could have caused
This
this?
definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
Alright then. The reason the killer didn't imitate murder is a reason other than falsify murder sequence.
Huh. It suddenly got quiet in here.
That's because you're the one putting us in
Did
this
I
situation.
confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
Man, this again.
If that's the case,
Oh boy.
it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Hey.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because
Sure
he didn't
is.
kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
Okay, so let's see.
About the lion that got killed second.
Yeah.
That's the one Hiyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right?
True. He was pinned by arrows.
But Hiyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape.
Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows.
Well,
That
that's
is a
probably
maybe.
it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we
Oh.
never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm
Probably.
saying, Hiyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Hiyoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Oh?
Strange details. Like what?
Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hiyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hiyoko... Oh, it's because...
So, you're saying the truth behind Hiyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting
Sonia's
quite
account. If I recall,
interesting.
Hyoko
My
told
four
her-
dark devas of
Hyoko was
destruction
told that
are
there was a large
getting
mirror.
riled up.
Alright. It's Sonia's account that matches. Let's see.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Hang on.
There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it,
No.
maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
No, I can't copy that.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Hang on.
Why did Hyoko
Motel
go to
room
the
key.
music venue?
Scrub fifth
There's no
paper.
way we'd know
Music
that.
venue curtain. Surveillance camera
Maybe
unit.
the killer summoned her.
If that's not it,
The Wizard of Monami.
maybe she got abducted by the killer.
I mean, the only thing is the hotel motel
maybe.
room key.
She went of her own free will.
She did.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it was the hotel motel room key. Thank you. Sonia's account matches that too.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
So, exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hiyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
Yep.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hiyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
Yep.
Killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hiyoko got abducted.
No. No, that's not the
And they
case.
couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key.
Exactly.
At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't lose.
Akane, you? I don't want to fight you.
Are you saying my gut was wrong? This could be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already? No!
That's not the issue, Akane.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now.
Oh my god, Akane, jeez. Easy there. Sonia's accounts, there it is.
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak-looking. And that's why the killer targeted her.
No, that's not the case.
But Hiyoko's room was locked.
Yep.
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
All right, let's try this again.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
No, it did not. No, he did not.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono. The killer probably didn't realize she even had the key.
Exactly.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Oh, wrong one.
Crap. Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono was all messed up.
Hang on.
There's only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me
No,
to cut
she didn't
through
fight
those
it.
words.
No, she didn't fight the killer. All right, here we go.
The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Yep.
Wear her kimono?
Have you forgotten?
Yeah, it's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
She had a lot of trouble putting that kimono.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Nope.
Yeah, she went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Connie, we don't...
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something something.
What is up with your perverted head of yours, Kazuichi? Hell no.
Then, the killer probably couldn't have assumed that Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Easy, Gundam.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10 opportunities to kill you.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Could be.
Coincidence?
When she went to the venue by herself, she was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
That could be the reason.
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed a hemp bag over her head. And without hesitation...
That's the only explanation.
Killed Hiyoko.
It was just an unfortunate coincidence.
Because the killer used that coincidence for their crime, it made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that low-down scoundrel didn't plan on committing imitation murders at first.
Yep.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan.
Do you have any ideas?
What could it be?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
Pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Oh.
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
We're asking you a question.
Oh, am I allowed to speak?
Wow, really?
I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me!
So what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think about this, Nagito?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. But now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion.
Oh?
Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember. There was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue. So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Really?
Yeah, we finished talking about that a while ago.
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Yeah.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
Huh. Wait. If Ibuki had blood on her feet, there'd be footprints all over the place she kept walking around.
That's very strange.
This is strange? Well, what's strange?
Hang on. Footprints. There's an important clue that we overlooked. There's blood on her feet. She would have left footprints. Then why weren't there any footprints on the... Wait a minute. That's right, the stepladder doesn't have any footprints.
I can prove it with this. If Ibuki used the stepladder to hang herself, it's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Yeah.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah. That stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
Only on the side.
You noticed such a small detail! How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate!
We don't even know what ultimate he is. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to feel like Nagito is smarter than he looks.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trick arranged in that video,
A trick?
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video.
True that. It comes down to the video. Yeah, it's all up to Hajime now.
I leave it in your hands. As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Just try to be a little more confident, Chiaki.
I'll definitely try.
Alright. I'm the only one who saw that video. Alright, let's see. What's so strange about that video? I mean, for one, there is no blood on the side of the stepladder. I think it had to be the stepladder because there's no blood on it.
Here! That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier.
Yep.
It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side
of the stepladder.
However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital.
Yeah.
There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
Exactly.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene.
That is very strange.
But the stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
And there's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those two stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were two stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue.
Somewhere other than the music venue?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
What are you two talking about?
It's different. Huh. Different place? Oh, come on, not another hangback scam bet. But what other place could it be? What's the word? I really want to know the word because I'm not sure. Can anyone tell me what's the word? I don't want to make a mistake. The filming location. Alright. Not gonna doubt ya. Oops. Oops. I need an L. There we go. Now we need an M. Oh shoot! Okay. This game is very hectic. No, 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 I need that cheat! Damn it! This is way too confusing. Too many O's. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this game. No, wait, I need help. Damn it. I need a C. I need a C. This is way too confusing. This is draining my health like crazy. I freaking hate this mini game. Jesus!
I got it!
Am I gonna play for V3 after Phase 2? I don't have V3 at the moment. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to play it right after this.
Besides the stepladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
It could be.
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
Where?
The hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Unless someone took the camera.
There's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
Alright. Okay, at least Logic Dive is a lot more... What do you mean don't play V3? No, you don't just this minigame. What do you mean? What do you mean, Suffer Edward? Focus on the gambit? Oh, yeah, maybe I should have done that. Keep forgetting that I have focus. Alright, here we go. Which part of the surveillance camera unit did the camera tamper with? The camera. It has to be. That's the only thing that could explain. Alright. Oh, shit! I'm not doing so well in this case. I have to pay attention. Slow down a bit, slow down. There we go. Oh, this is a little trippy now. Alright, second question. Did the killer tamper with the camera in the music venue or the hospital? The camera of the music venue. There we go. Better slow down a bit. I don't want to fall. Oh my god, this is a little... Easy there. Alright, here we go. What did the killer do with the camera from the music video surveillance camera unit? They took it with them. There we go. Alright. So yeah, that's the only thing that could explain. They took the camera.
It's all coming together. That's it. The killer just brought the camera from the music video. With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue, when it was actually from somewhere else.
Yep.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hiyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
He did
No one would have
discover the
figured
body.
about that.
I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Exactly.
Well, that's true, but in order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
They shattered it. They destroyed it.
I see! The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it.
Yep.
As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I couldn't have noticed something like that.
Exactly.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And that's how it happened.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
To make us think that they were both
It's
there.
easy to say it was filmed somewhere else, but the surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
The
It
fact
had
that
to
it
be
was able
somewhere
to connect
close
between
by.
the hospital and the music thing was amazing enough.
So it could have been somewhere... Where could it be? The only possibility is... Another... Oh, come on, another one? Jesus! Hang on. It starts with a C. Wait. I think I realized what it is. I just need an F. There we go. No, that's an E. I need an F. There we go. Only the... sense. I'll keep this getting bigger. Too many R's. Oh, wrong letter. Now we just need 2 O's. There's the M. Okay, at least this wasn't as hectic as the last one. Yeesh.
I got it!
Yeah, I keep forgetting to use focus, I know.
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
That's the only place where it has a curtain.
Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those 2 places resemble each other.
Yeah, they used the... They must have used the curtain of the conference room.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
Music venue
Which
curtain.
place resembled the other?
There we go.
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Hang on.
Or did they make some kind of set?
They might have tampered with the camera.
Nope.
I still can't believe he mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Really? What did the killer do?
There's no way the conference room and the music venue look the same.
It looked like the conference
Which place
room.
resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
That must be it!
There we go. It was the conference room.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain.
But after the incident, there was a black one.
It somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
Yep.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is
Completely made of wood.
the same color as the music venue stage.
True
so
that.
the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
That's the only thing that could
Matching
make
floors,
sense.
matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the 2.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else? The killer did something else to tamper with the evidence. What could it be? The rope? The AC? Oh, right, to confuse the time of death. No, it wasn't that. Then what is it? It's not the AC. Killer did something else to tamper with the evidence. The rope? It's not the rope either. I'm losing their trust, guys. What could it be? It's not the curtain. Oh, the candle, that's right.
I can prove it with this.
There we go.
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting.
Yep.
But if you think about it, that's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
That is true.
Wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence.
True that.
The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming.
True that.
That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
Probably.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With
True that.
cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up. So I didn't find anything when I went there.
Wait.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime. It's occurring in the conference room.
Okay.
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No,
I don't think so.
That's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Then... the fake must be the Ibuki in the conference room.
I see!
That's the only thing that could make sense.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki.
Yep.
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hint bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
That makes sense.
By that time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took
Yep.
Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
Yeah, no matter what, it wasn't possible to kill Ibuki, to save Ibuki. Wait. Filmed at the
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly,
Wait.
then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who
Oh,
the
God,
killer
no.
is?
No. No. I don't want to believe it. I don't want to believe it. No. Mikan, is it you?
You're the only one!
No way!
Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I
Why
said,
Mikan?
aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey,
What?
don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right! A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
What is going on here?
We're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence!
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
That's right.
Is that also a coincidence?
That's the only thing that could make sense. She went upstairs, but she didn't go to the on-call room. She went to the conference room to make the fake video.
You said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video.
No way.
And showed that to me.
I don't want to believe it. Mikan.
Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
True.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second! What are you saying? I'm the killer?
I don't want to believe it either, Mikan.
Impossible! There's no way I could kill someone!
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Oh my god.
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikan is the killer?
I agree. It is truly
it's
difficult
hard
to
to
believe
believe, but...
someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
True that.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation.
I don't know what to feel, guys.
Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Oh my god.
You still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Jeez. Tricks aside, logic aside. Oh my god. It'd be so much easier if we all were wrong, but...
Can you hold on a minute?
What?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
What are you trying to say, Nagito?
There's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
What? Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Yeah, what are you trying to say, Nagito?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
What?
Are you serious? I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Please don't say such controversial statements. Well,
Oh boy.
what do you know, Nagito?
I guess we have to hear him.
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang! That's a huge deal!
A decisive clue? Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from.
Yeah.
This rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
True.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong? Yeah,
I
what's
want
wrong
you
with
to
that?
take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new.
All right.
Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Yeah.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with
what's
the
wrong
rope
with
being
that?
frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her.
Yeah.
The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
That could make sense.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
Actually, he did say something weird. This rope won't be much of a clue.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
Are you serious?
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki.
And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
What? How does that point to the killer?
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Huh? Wait. Hold on. Let's hear it again. Hey, everyone feels sorry for the killers too, you know. People felt sorry for
Ibuki
Peko,
didn't
people
die
felt sorry
from
for
hanging.
Mondo. What's wrong with me being
She was
feeling sorry for
strangled to
Mikan?
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Oh?
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Hang on.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Fall from someone's
Obviously,
lie.
we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Hang on. Wait.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though
What is
hanging
it?
and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Am I
Scars?
supposed to do
You mean
something?
the
I'm
rope
not sure.
burn, right?
But we
Like, am I
believed
supposed
it was
to-
from a hanging. Why would that be?
I think I'm supposed to take a statement.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Hang on. I think I need to take someone's statement. And then press it on if we fall from someone's lie.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's
All right.
basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why
Hang on.
would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, I got that wrong.
Crap!
What am I supposed to say?
Ibuki
Hey, Kilowatt,
didn't die
if you're
from
there,
hanging.
could you help me out?
She was strangled to death.
Hang on.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Scrap of thick paper.
The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
What am I supposed to say here?
Why would that be?
I'm a little confused, guys.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Hang on, scrap of thick paper, music venue curtain. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say, guys.
Ibuki didn't
Yeah, I know
die
it's the
from
lie,
hanging.
but which? But which statement?
strangled to death.
Which proof?
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Is it to look different?
You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, what is? Oh, what is it?
Crap!
I'm making a mistake.
Ibuki
The
didn't die
surveillance
from
camera.
hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and the scars they leave would look...
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
No, that wasn't it. Can somebody help me?
Crap!
It's not the surveillance camera either.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled
The
to
rope?
death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and the scars they leave would... Scars?
But we believed it. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
That must be it!
There we go. Jeez. Thank you.
Took me a while.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
Yeah. We fell for Mikan's lie.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
You're right, the ultimate nurse wouldn't lie like that.
You, Mikon, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that.
You're the ultimate
That's
nurse.
why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right.
But you're the ultimate nurse. You're very good at taking care of people.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
But that's exactly why
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
That's true.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Because she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal.
What?
Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
Jeez, I feel bad for her.
But there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
My God, Nagito.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well,
Yeah?
if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep
Jeez.
talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But
true.
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either.
Me neither.
Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
I don't want to doubt her.
I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her.
Yeah.
Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
Oh my god.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first.
Exactly.
Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Come on, Mikan.
Huh? Is that
What the-
all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh?
Mikan?
Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with
Oh my god!
You hear me? I'm done!
Mikan?
Mikan!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Not fair! Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away! What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
He's acting like
my
this
God.
is strategy now. Wow, this is annoying. Plus, to be honest,
But I know what
run
she
out of
got
ideas.
about.
How can we get you
I know what she goes to, but she didn't need to act like this.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Have her give us some?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki's got a
Hey,
point.
Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched? Like I said, it obviously wasn't me! Can you prove it? Prove it?
Can you prove it, Mikan?
Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? Ah, that's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy.
Oh my god.
Anything wrong? Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
I want to feel sorry for you, Mikan, but jeez.
She's emotionally unstable.
I agree, she's unstable.
I'm not the killer.
I wonder if she also got infected by the despair disease. That's the only.
She
Don't see.
finally started arguing for us.
Arguing.
The only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
I think this is what Chiaki was doing. Alright then.
Why do you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof?
She was probably infected also by the despair disease. That's the only explanation. Right. You're the only one who can do this, Hajime. Alright then. She's arguing. We need to find the proof. Surveillance camera unit. Scrap of paper. We'll just have to hear it.
I'm not the killer!
Let's hear every statement
We
first.
can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
Hemp bag on her head.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Hospital
Or
gown.
could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Slippers.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Hang on.
You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I had a feeling that the killer's mistake is there. I don't think we never mentioned anything about the camera angle.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and
We
Mikan
never
clearly have different
said
body
anything about
types.
Is that
the
really
camera
your
angle.
proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
Remnants of despair.
Just from that video?
What are you talking about,
Just from
Sephiroth
that camera
Edgeworth?
angle?
There we go.
I'll shoot through that contradiction.
Remnants of despair. What are you talking
Miko,
about?
You've committed a major mistake.
Mistake?
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
But I never said anything about the camera angle. So how can you
Yeah, how can you know that?
anything about the camera angle as if you saw that video yourself?
The only
Come on,
reason
Mikan.
Mikan knew the camera angle Hajime had seen is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
This is your just reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
Are you serious? Is it true, Mikan? Did you kill Hiyoko and Ibuki?
Forgive me!
Huh?
Huh?
Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? Huh? I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
What?
I mean, it's impossible.
I think she really is infected by the despair disease.
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her?
Oh my
She's
god.
getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How do you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater?
Yeah.
Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't.
Oh my god, she really is infected.
Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item. So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time? It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible. Don't you think?
I remember something.
That's why that video isn't fabricated. And I'm not the killer.
So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your
Jeez.
stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Oh. Alright, Panic Talk is back. Alright then. Okay, the reload and ammo is coming back. Okay, so let's see. One bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy remarks no matter how much you press. So you have to press... Okay, got it. The hell? Okay, got it. Okay. Okay then. Let's do this.
I'll keep explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crime is impossible for anyone to pull off.
This
Easy
chick,
there.
has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Yeah, we're not getting anywhere. I'm sorry, Mikan, but we have to do this.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only
Alright.
me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me?
Almost there.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. There's only one bag.
Bonus
It's impossible to use it in two places at the same
theater
time.
price. Oops. What the hell? Uh-oh. I made a mistake. What happened? What?
This is our end?
Yeah, I want to retry.
We will never give up!
I'll keep explaining it until...
Okay, let's try this again, because I made...
Check.
Will you forgive me? You'll...
Alright, let's try this again. Okay. I made a mistake, guys. I'm sorry.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me.
Alright.
Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want.
Come on.
Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible to use it in two
Theater
places
bonus
at the same
prize.
time.
This is the end!
There we go. I made a mistake. Alright. Here we go.
Monokuma mentioned this earlier.
Yep. In Monokuma's account. When you buy one bag, you get another one free.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in two separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why?
So, Mikan, just stop.
Why can't you forgive me? Why?
It seems her desperate struggle is finally coming to an end.
Why does everybody always hate me?
I don't hate you, Mikan.
Forgive me already!
Mikan, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, At least let me believe in you.
Exactly. Alright. Let's do this properly now. Okay. Hang on. I'll go back to the start. There we go. Okay, first 3. Hang on. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Wow, that was quick.
The
All right,
key to
here we
this
go.
incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw. That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
Here we go.
When I went to the hospital with Nikon this morning, I noticed a specific thing in the lobby. The incoming signal light on the surveillance monitor was blinking ahead of the scheduled time.
That's when we pressed it open and saw that.
When I switched on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music venue. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music venue. So I immediately headed over there.
But that was a plan by the killer.
That was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room.
Yep.
By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time, when in fact, the crime had already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
In Act 2, we found Ibuki's body.
I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music venue from outside.
Yep.
And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music venue and began working on their last trick.
First, they ripped it off the wallpaper.
First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hiyoko's body hidden inside.
No one would.
Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music venue, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene.
Then they snapped
In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room. They broke one of the drumsticks from the storage room and placed it near the music venue's entrance. However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside.
Then they put the glue on it.
The reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open.
Then on Act 3...
the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko and me. They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. And they made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but
also
Hiyoko's suddenly
Hiyoko's
present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Mikan, just admit it.
Isn't that right, Mikan? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
And there we go. Mikan?
and now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, you... What has happened to you?
Whoa there! Before that, a moment of your time.
It's voting time now. Made a lot of mistakes. Mostly because of the stupid Hangman Gambit.
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion, so let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
I had really mixed feelings about this case. It really is her. She must have been infected by the despair disease. Alright, let's see it.
Well now.
Now then, though it may be obvious at this point...
Correct!
You got it right once again! That's like 3 in a row! That's right! The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Tsumiki!
Damn it.
You gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikon's the one who nursed us back to health? Was the one who killed them?
I won't forgive you.
Don't joke around with me, Mikon. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them from the start while you were nursing them? Hey! Don't just laugh, say something! This is going nowhere!
What's going on?
This chick...
Hey!
It's nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental.
That's all.
There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikon Tsumiki we knew. Huh?
Hey.
Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. That could be it.
What?
Mikon too, you say?
I
know because I was looking at Mikon for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. I knew it! Hold on. Did you say Mikon also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? That time, my body's heavy. Something soft and really hot. That's right. Mikon felt hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been. I had fever, just like what Ibuki and Akane had. I knew it. She was infected too. It wasn't her fault.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikon was...
Perhaps...
The symptoms that she utterly felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. I knew it. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Mikon.
Jeez.
Which means the Mikon standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease.
Isn't that right?
She's a human that deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Oh no. Are we really have to compare her to Junko and Mukuro? That's the reason why I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope.
Possible.
There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong. Huh? What do you mean, wrong?
What I did was for the sake of my beloved.
Beloved?
Huh?
What do you mean, beloved?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? If only they were still alive, they'd be so happy. I know. Mikan?
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me.
What the hell?
They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me. They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full.
Mikan.
This is my reciprocation.
What the hell? I understand that I've done something unforgivable. But you know, to transcend all that is truly...
It's love.
What love is all about. I never hated Mikan.
Hey.
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? It is because you don't have anyone to love? Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you. Oh my god, what the hell?
Well?
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones with that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
Could it be?
Nagito, is this the despair disease you were talking about? It has to be. It seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair. You were half right. It's right to say this is all thanks to that disease. Junko must have done something to her before her memories were stolen. That's the only reason I can explain this. I have a theory. What if this disease that's actually making her remember the time where Junko infected her? I mean, Junko must have something involved with them, right? At least that's what I'm assuming. I'm just making theories, that's all. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Which means you had the remembering disease? But if that means she remembered something and ended up like this?
Such despair.
You're saying you were like this from the start? That you were like this before you even came up into this island? Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved.
Don't fuck with me!
Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? I knew it. Junko must have... Before the... Like, they must have been like the other classes from Danganronpa 1. Something happened to them, their school life was stolen, and maybe the reason they're here now is because Junko did something to them and now they're on this island for something. That's the only explanation. No, this can't be the real Mikan. Mikan, please answer me. Did you really remember? You ended up like this, all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that! There's no way. The person you are right now is the real Mikan.
You still doubt me? And to prove I remember, I'll tell you something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you are worrying about.
You serious?
You know?
Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender is also the organization known as the Future Foundation.
Future Foundation? Wait. It's involved that symbol.
Hey.
Just what is the Future Foundation? What are they planning?
As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know.
As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monami?
I knew it! Monami, Monokuma. They're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? The Danganronpa anime and the Hope's Peak will help explain all of it. I'll keep that in mind. Monami and I aren't members.
I am Monokuma!
My existence is entirely my own.
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikan, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the true identity of the traitor hiding among us.
Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh well, no one really cares about that, don't you think?
Of course not!
Hell no!
You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends.
Countdown? You even know about that?
I don't know anything.
Huh?
I have a feeling that's what it is. But who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love from the bottom of my heart. I just don't care about anyone or anything.
That is...
Mikan, is this really you?
Of course she's not. I really don't want to believe that Mikan is like this from the beginning. I agree, Hajime. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person who had been spending the time until now? It could have been the Mikan before she was somehow corrupted or something.
The past.
Past?
That person. She didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost all her school memories. You guys consider that thing a friend.
Don't say that.
That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people. Memories of events. Whatever a memory it is, losing memories are...
Do you understand?
Like losing your personal identity.
I get it. Something must have... Mikan wasn't the only one. I feel like something happened to the rest of them as well. To Sonia, to Kazuichi, even Peko and the others. I have a feeling that Mikan knew that all of them were corrupted. Even Mikan, or not just Mikan. It has to be something like that, right?
Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past.
Looks like Sephiroth got me right. Something did happen to everyone.
Hey.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
Hey!
So it's true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much.
Well, why don't you take your seat time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma, is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed!
Punishment time? Damn it, why? Mikan, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikan Sumiki.
So it's over. It's really... Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
She must have remembered the time she was corrupted by Junko. That's the only thing I can explain.
I can finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I'm not happy with this. I'm really not. I know Mikan wasn't like this. Something about her school memories were stolen made her remember this. What the hell? Bye-bye ouchies? What the heck? Huh? Whoa, what the hell? I don't know what's going on here. She was blasted like a rocket. Is that really an execution? She looked like she was blasted off to space. I may like Mikan, but this? In terms of executions, this was kind of weak. I mean, I may like Mikan even before she got this corrupted thing, but this feels like, yeah, this feels like it's just like, how do I say this? This feels like it's the worst execution of the series, at least in my opinion. But well, whatever. It's finished. Is it really finished? So what? What's finished? I didn't want to end this way either.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikan from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease?
Damn it.
It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like this just from remembering, then all along, Mikan was never worth of being a symbol of hope.
But...
even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. Would you shut up about symbols of hope and that, and all that? Jesus.
Isn't that right?
So let's just move on. Come on, let's all take this despair and change it into hope.
Please wait!
That is impossible! I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... I don't want to believe that Mikan was this way at all. I can't call this the weakest execution until I pay the Danganronpa V3? Okay. Apparently something in Danganronpa V3 has a worse execution than Mikan's. Okay.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was a traitor too.
Wrong.
Too bad that's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor.
Come on.
The traitor is still alive. As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now. No, I'm not fine at all. But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right?
You fiend.
What does that make you, fiend? You did say you're different than Monami.
Phew.
Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired. The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my bean right eye during the break.
Hey!
Your right eye is made out of black beans?
Hey!
Hey, wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey,
You know, isn't it sad that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I prepared a special event. What kind of special event are you talking about? Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Wait, Nekomaru? Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey!
Isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. I knew that crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome! We're starting to see the light of hope. The light of hope? I am happy Nekomaru's returning to us, but
So just as I thought.
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Miss Sonia.
However...
Even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy.
Fine.
If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all.
Silence.
I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? If you are unhappy, I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Then let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. Huh? What the heck? What the heck? Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Yeah, this is her true feeling. Let's go! You're right. Let's go see Nekomaru then. And probably end the stream. We'll see. Man, they just ran out without listening to what I had to say.
Unbelievable.
Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean?
Hey!
You're planning something again, aren't you?
No way!
No, I'm not planning anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them. Including Nekomaru's body. Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was close to death. So it just couldn't be helped. Monokuma, what did you do? What happened to I still... Okay, Suffer Edwards, I will say this. It was a shock. But I have a feeling Mikan wasn't always like this. She must have remembered a time where she was corrupted by Junko. That could only be the reason why they're stuck on this island. That's the only thing I can explain. I feel bad for her, come on. Anyway. Hurry, to the beach on the first island.
All right!
Let's haul ass! You knew it. You knew what? That I couldn't stop liking Mikan? Okay then. Here we are. Where in the world is Nekomaru?
Hey!
Nekomaru, show yourself!
Listen!
We have come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding.
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false info from Monokuma again?
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Nekomaru!
Could it be?
That voice! What?
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting.
What?
Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
What happened?
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
Nekomaru? Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body?
Huh?
This is nothing!
What? What the hell?
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
He's a robot? What the heck? How? Monokuma, what did you do? He's in a mechanical body. He's Mechamaru. Mechamaru. Okay, that's a nice ring. Nekomaru became Mechamaru. That's the only thing I can say. Oh my god. 9 days left, 14 hours, 34 minutes, and 13 seconds. Until what? Three less students. 9 left.
Danganronpa.
Who agreed that Chihiro and Kazuichi would have a record day dismantling him? I got her apron. Why Chihiro? Chihiro's a programmer, not a mechanic. I'm just gonna continue a little bit and then I'll end the stream. Yeah, now we have Nekomaru as a robot.
I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Nekomaru? Is that you?
No matter how you look at it, I'm still me!
No matter how we look at it, this isn't you at all.
Right?
Yeesh.
You guys are a strange lot. You all have such big wide eyes. Or perhaps you all fall in love with this metallic body of mine. I already know what you want to say just by looking in your eyes. Then again, I am a former team manager. Even Sonya's scared, terrified. What happened? You look like you've seen a ghost or something.
You...
Hey man, don't go scaring Miss Sonya with that strange-ass mask.
I already know.
Come on, take it off. Ow, 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 ow! Stop it! Stop it!
Hey.
Huh? Why won't it come off? Wait, what? Are you freaking kidding me? Holy crap! It's not just for show!
Pure electricity!
It's not just for show, it's pure electricity! I've been reborn as pure electricity! He doesn't seem to be weirded out. If you're seriously Nekomaru...
Damn it.
It's my fault, right? You ended up getting a body like that, and it's all my fault, right?
Sorry.
Sorry, Nekomaru. I don't know how to apologize for this. Don't worry about it. A lot of stuff happens when you're alive.
You serious?
You're so upbeat. You're too upbeat. Is this really okay? If you keep sweating the small stuff, you're gonna end up getting more gray hairs.
Hey.
Commenting on every little thing he does is a waste of time.
Hey.
But you're really Nekomaru, right? You came back for us, right? That's right. I've resurrected from the depths of hell in shining silver. How are you even okay with that? It doesn't even compare to my eye patch. How can you accept that body?
Oh!
It's better to just be alive.
Huh?
It's better to just be alive. Hey, don't you agree? If I'm alive, I can still talk to you all. If I'm alive, I can still fight.
Show some spirit!
It doesn't matter what happens to my body. Not one bit! Nekomaru, you're awesome.
Amazing!
Nekomaru is brimming with hope. Yeah. It's a little weird, but... I know it's weird, but, you know... Anyway, I'm glad. That's fine, right? Right? Nekomaru definitely came back to us.
What's this?
My, am I interrupting your touching reunion?
Yeah!
Why is Nekomaru a robot?
Hey,
Unfortunately, it was truly difficult to save Nekomaru from the jaws of death. They don't call me the psychopath magician for nothing.
Oh my goodness! Such a wonderful before and after has occurred.
It kinda did, yeah. It appears to be a little too dramatic. Thanks to that, I'm getting stabbed by all these envious stares.
Hey!
If you're really a robot, what's going on with your thought process? Is that a program too? Then what's happened to the other stuff, like your self-awareness and... Fool, how many times do I have to tell you that it doesn't matter? No matter what shape or form I take, I am Nekomaru Nidai! I guess so. That's kind of reaction. Looks like you really are self-aware. That means this technology is insane! I never seen or heard anything of anything like this before. What the commoner considers advanced is not much of an advancement. If you think advancements exist in colleges and laboratories, that's a huge misunderstanding. The real advancements exist in a place where you can pass on that talent.
Hey!
And you're saying that that's you? Were you really that amazing?
You.
Stop admiring him. You stupid stuffed toy, don't go screwing with people's bodies like that.
What?
Hold on, if you harm Monokuma, you're going to... You attempt to defy me yet again? You're quite the barbarian.
Disappear!
Jeez, this time you will immediately fall prey to my Monokuma bazooka. Again?
Nekomaru!
Whoa!
That didn't faze me at all! Check it out! I'm intact! I have no injuries at all!
There we go.
Hey!
Are you fucking serious? I took that blast that doesn't even have a single scratch. Awesome! He's seriously a real robot. Hey, can you let me disassemble you? Can you let me disassemble you and show me your insides? No, Kazuichi, don't you dare.
No, thank you!
Oh my god, are we getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 reference now? I'm sorry, but after playing Kingdom Hearts 3, I couldn't help but laugh at that. I'm sorry. If I get disassembled, I'll end up dying.
By the way...
I suppose I shall fill you in. Even though he's a robot now, if Nekomaru is killed, it's still going to count as murder, okay?
Of course!
It's possible that Nekomaru might kill someone instead. Don't say such foolish things! That will never happen! Well, with that in mind, you guys enjoy the killing school trip together.
Let's get along!
Once again, I hope we can get along!
It's impossible.
It's gonna be a while before I can mentally process this. Will Nekomaru never return to his original form? If that is the case, it is a burden for Nekomaru.
Sheesh!
Hey, it's not like I came back as a monster. I'm just a robot now, you know? I'm sorry, I can't really see the difference. Well, consider this a little promotion. By making a robot out of one of the main characters, a genuine mystery is transformed into a sci-fi mystery. And a hard-boiled is transformed into cyberpunk. You're totally destroying the genres. Agreed. Oh well, who cares? As long as it's fun, it's totally fine. For Monokuma, everything is fun. But I guess we'll have to get used to it. It is kind of a mad world. But that's all for today, guys. Chiaki's hairpin looks like a chicken. It's not a chicken, that's actually a ship. It's like an 8-bit spaceship or something. Okay, we're gonna end the stream right here because I don't want to make this a very long video, because long videos usually get boring really quickly. But at least we did solve the mystery, even though it's Mikan. But I'm gonna save the game right here, and we'll continue this next time. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching today's stream, guys. I hope you all had fun as much as I did. Tomorrow we'll continue the game as usual, except it's gonna be... We'll make it at least a maximum around 2 hours or something, because any 2.5 hours, more or less. Any more than that could be really be exhausting to me, especially tomorrow, since it's probably going to be at least 2 hours, because I have something to do after the stream. But for today, that's all we have. Thank you. I hope you'll enjoy this trial as much as I did, as Nekomaru or Mekamaru's return. But so I'm glad we all had a fun time. Thank you so much for all, and also thanks to those who helped me with this trial, because I had a very hard time trying to decide here and there. Let's hope that you help me out more in the next ones. As for today, thank you so much for watching. This is the Keyblade Soul Lord, signing off.